everyone, it's Sharonda from Pay Your Weights, and today I'm going to be reviewing Barbarian, which will hit theaters this weekend. This film is written and directed by Zach Cregger. It stars Georgina Campbell, Bill Skarsgård, and Justin Long, as this film centers around a woman who is staying at an Airbnb that discovers that the house she has rented is not what it seems. So for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome, hello, so glad you came, I hope you stay. I'll tell you what I liked about the film, what I didn't like about the film, and should you pay your way to see Barbarian in theaters this weekend. So going into what I enjoyed about this film, but before I get any deeper, this is going to be a spoiler-free review. I'm gonna keep this short and sweet because it is so imperative that you walk into this movie knowing as little as possible. So if I seem very vague in the things that I am saying, it is only to protect your viewing experience because I need you to have the same crazy ride that I went on while watching this movie. So going into first and foremost, what did I enjoy about Barbarian? And honestly, it is a movie that even if you try to watch the trailer 15 million times, you will never be able to predict the craziness that is going to happen. You're probably going to hear a lot of people compare this film to Malignant. I actually think that this is better than Malignant. I still love Malignant, but in a million years, I don't know how Zach came up with the concept of this film. I don't know how he allowed his mind to go to these depths to create the craziness that happens in this film. But like, I'm scared of him. I want to hug him at the same time, but I just also thank him, like, thank you for just having this crazy sick mind, because I would have never thought I would enjoy something like this. What does that have to say about me? Am I weird? Like, is it bad that I enjoy the crazy sick things that were happening in this movie? I don't know, but you're going to let me know once you watch it if you feel the same way as me. I will have to say that this film does rest on the performances in the film. Bill Skarsgård does a fantastic job with what he's given in this film. I kind of love this character that, like, do you trust him? Do you not trust him? Like, what role does he have to play in the story? And I really like to see how his character unfolds as we continue watching the movie. A lot of this rests upon the shoulders of Georgina Campbell, who I think that she does a really great job. Her character does make dumb decisions in this movie for me, but she has a presence to her that even though you're like, girl, why do you keep making these terrible decisions? You still want to root for her. And I was invested in what was going to happen with her character. And I just think that she has a beautiful presence on screen. And I just can't wait to see her do even more. I didn't even realize I went on IMDb after watching this film. I was like, wow, she's like done a lot of stuff. Because I'm not necessarily familiar with all the work that she's done, but she's actually been in a lot of TV shows that I've watched in the past. Now, Justin Long is probably the MVP of this entire film. Justin Long plays this really douchey LA guy, and that's all I'm going to say. But Justin Long played this character to a T. Like, he played it too good. I was like, Justin, are you like douchey in real life? Because like, you were like giving, like, you understood the assignment. You did exactly what needed to be done, to the point where now I feel like I got to side eye you a little bit, because like you was acting because you was playing that character a little bit too good. I'm not going to tell you what his character does, but once you watch it, he's absolutely hilarious. He adds to a lot of comedy that does happen in this film. And I think that plays into Zach's roots of who has actually worked on a lot of different comedies in the past. But it's done in a fun way. Like, the comedy and the horror is perfectly balanced. Like, you laugh at the right moments, you're scared in the right moments. And honestly, you know, someone asked me on social media, like, is this a scary film? And I was like, there are scary moments, but I would say that this is actually a more disturbing film than it is scary, as Zach really pushes the audience to its limit of what they're actually in store for. There's some good body horror in this as well. But what I will say is I do love that the music choices. There's a great soundtrack. I think a lot of people will enjoy the soundtrack for this film. But I think what Zach does best is he keeps the audience guessing at every single turn. Literally, when you start watching this, you start watching the movie, you think you know exactly what's going to happen. You get the plot. And then once you realize what happens, the story takes a totally different turn. And I think that it's done in a way that could be annoying to some, but because each time that the story kind of changes, it becomes even more intriguing, these like new additions to the plot that's added to it. I think that it keeps you on the edge of your seat. You don't know what the hell you're going to see next. And I think that how this movie is actually structured, I think it works. I honestly could say you could break this movie kind of into 3 different parts. And it almost feels like kind of if you took like 3 different like short stories and put it together in a movie, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting with this. But I like that it never outstays its welcome. You know, as soon as I'm like, okay, yeah, I feel like we about to start dragging a little bit, this getting a little bit old, the movie completely shifts gears. And I like that it doesn't kind of play into the same tropes of what we were introduced to at the beginning of the film. It's always doing something different. It's always switching things up. And y'all, this movie just doesn't disappoint. If there's any issue that I do have with the film, you do have to suspend a little bit of disbelief because there's something that the character does that I'm just like, I need a backstory because I don't understand how you can do all these things. Like the math isn't math and it's not adding up for me. So I would just say suspend all disbelief and I think the film would be even more enjoyable. But this was just like, this is literally my favorite horror film of the year. And I think it's a movie that's going to be on my mind for quite some time. And I would love to even go back and watch this movie in a packed audience. This is definitely like a theater experience. You want to watch this with the biggest crowd possible as long as you stay safe. That's your business on what you decide to do. But what I would tell you to do with you and your coins for Barbarian is to pay. Spend that money. Spend them coins. Okay? Take your friends. Take your frenemies, your enemies, your aunties, your uncles, take everybody. Your mama gonna be mad if you take your parents, they're gonna be mad at you. But I think that is worth it. Literally nothing can prepare you for what you're about to like walk into for this movie, but it's gonna be one hell of a ride. It's gonna be an enjoyable ride. It's gonna be a disgusting ride. But you know what? You're gonna be like, I'm happy I did this, and I'm judging myself for enjoying it. But yeah, I loved it. This is definitely one of my top 10 films of the year. There, I said it, okay? It's done. Those are my thoughts on Barbarian. As always, my name is Sharana from Pay Your Waste, and if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and make sure you hit the notification bell. And I love you guys 3000. And until I see you again,